All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to those for elect. Right, Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. Yah meaning he, Hawa meaning exist or is. So his name means he is or he exists. And Yahweh Shai is the true name of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. All right, it's not Jesus. All right, it's Yahweh Shai. All right, and Yah means he. Yahweh Shai means saves or delivers, because he's going to save and deliver his people. All right, and Yahweh Shai is an Israelite. All right, he's a part of the 12 tribes of Israel, which are the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. And then you got Israelites who are scattered amongst these other nations. All right, but the Lord and the scriptures and everything in this book is only dealing with the children of Israel. All right, well, again, you were called Israelites. Your forefather is Jacob. All right, and Jacob's fraternal twin was named Esau, and Esau is the forefather of these so-called white people. Majority of so-called white people biblically are known as Edomites. All right, and that's important information to know. All right, if you're new, because hey, that's what this world has hidden from us, and it has gotten Jake going into these other philosophies. Drinking these the scriptures make reference to other philosophies as different wine, and woman. These are some of the things the scriptures make reference to, these different philosophies, and our people are drunk off all these philosophies in the world, man. We just got to know who we are, that we're Israelites. So it's a lot for the long intro, but to say that, I said all that to say, I got a news article. I was scrolling through on RT, you know what I'm saying? And, you got a news article on this, the gay agenda that they're pushing on our people. Now, we already know what the scriptures speak about, the judgment if you're gay, or a lesbian. We already know what the scriptures say. According to the scriptures, you're supposed to be put to death. Clearly, common sense. We don't do it in these times. All right, we're not in our kingdom. All right. But I'm also wanted to focus on the aspect of, like, look, man, this is another reason as to this right here is an agenda and that is being pushed on us by our enemy. All right. Now, I wanted to read a little bit of this article. All right. And then I'm going to get some scriptures. It says New York spent big on drag shows for kids. Matter of fact, I'm going to get a precept first. All right, I'm going to get one precept first. Let's see. Let me get this one. Isaiah, what's that, 29 and 16? Yep, Isaiah 29 and 16. It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Yeah, meaning like it said, for shall the work say of him that made it? Meaning like if you made a doll, is the doll gonna tell you how he should have been put together? And how he should have been made, and the length of his arms and whatnot. It said, for shall the works, it said, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it? The Lord is the one that's framing everything, and he has certain things are supposed to be done a certain way. All right, meaning what? That's why we have the laws, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave the Israelites. And those laws were telling you the right things to do. It was telling you how to live life righteously in a pure and clean way. And a part of those pure and clean ways is that you are not supposed to sleep with the same sex. All right, that's an abomination. All right, and that's something that in this society has been posed to be a good thing. All right, that's why I said surely you're turning of things upside down. So they turned what's good, they flipped that upside down, meaning they said what's good is bad, and they said what's bad is good. And that's what we're about to read about in this RT. All right, they're turning, and this is an agenda that is being pushed on us by Edomites. All right, which, like I said, Edomites are so-called white people. Esau in the Hebrew is Ashashua, and it means wasted away is he. And what was wasted away is his pigmentation. All right, so let me keep reading. Let me just finish Isaiah 29 again. Back to the point, it said, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding. You know? All right. See, that's what this society, they try to question the Lord. They question the Lord, and they try to say that I was watching the video from a brother a few days ago. How, I forget who, I think it was like some Indian or some Edomite. And, you know, and he was saying how because they create artificial intelligence, that's better than creating actual life. You see, these people are in a delusion. The Lord got them in a delusion, man. And they actually think that they're superior to the Lord. They think that their ways are right. They think that they know what's best. That's what we're reading about here in Isaiah. These people think that they know what's best. You think that you're better than the Creator, than the one who created everything. You think you have more understanding than the Lord, man. All right, but anyways, nonetheless, let me continue reading here in RT. Just had to get that precept. It says New York spent big on drag show for kids. All right, and then again, this shows you that this is the government, man. The government is funding all this wickedness. All right, so the very rulers of the place we are in are our enemy. They're promoting death. It says parents say they weren't given the chance to excuse their kids from the performance. So here it is. They got all this grown ass men, perverted adults, exposing their body with makeup on. All right. Something that can give your child a nightmare, man. And they're not even telling the parents. And they just imagine that, man. Imagine you just have your child in school and he come home talking about he's seen a grown man with a bra on, you know? This is a complete perversion, man, and it's against common sense. And you got to be bold for righteousness. All right, let me get this one precept really fast. You got to be bold for righteousness, man, and for what's right. You can't be giving in just because the mass majority has tried to make it a normalized thing. Let me see. I know it's here in Proverbs. I'm just going to type it in so I can get it really fast. Yeah, Proverbs 28:1. It says, the wicked flee when no man pursueth. Oh, yeah, man. I haven't read this in a while. I said, the wicked flee when no man pursueth. All right? But the righteous are bold as a lion. You see that you know, the two sides? See, the wicked, they some punks. It said they flee when no man pursueth. You know? But then it is giving you the characteristics of the righteous. But it says, but the righteous are bold as a lion. See, we're supposed to be bold as a lion. All right? You got to stand up for what's right, man. You know, you can't be trying to sneak in and just, you leaving comments online under different aliases, or however you say the word. Nah, man, you got to show your face. You got to go out on the highways and the edges and do what the Lord said to do. You got to stand up for what's right. You got to be bold as a lion. All right, and you got to make it known that this what we're reading about here on RT, this is wrong. This is wicked, according to the scriptures. Christians, they're not talking about it, man. Every single so-called Christian pastor needs to be talking about this gay agenda that they're pushing on our people, man. All right, this is spiritual warfare we're dealing with, and we have to know that this is our enemy, and this is a part of the spiritual warfare. All right, so I'm gonna keep reading. It says New York City Council has spent more than $200,000 in taxpayers' money. You see that? New York Council has spent more than $200,000 in taxpayers' money on drag queen shows at city schools since 2018. So that right there shows you we're slaves. Not only that, all right, because we're forced to pay taxes, but not only that, look at what they're using the New Yorkers' taxpayer money to do. To fund wickedness. Your own money that you didn't work for, you hard worked on, worked money. They're using it to fund this, man. This is why we have to be delivered up out of America. This is why, again, we need Yahweh Shai. He's our big brother, man, and our father as well. Yahweh Shai, man. He's the top Israelite of the tribe of Judah, and he's the top Judite. He's the top Israelite, is Yahweh Shai, and that's why we need him to save us, man. He's an Israelite. He's one of us. Just like everybody, they have nationalities, all right? Biblically, we know everybody has biblical, which is their true nationalities. Yahweh Shai, man, he's at one of us, man, a so-called black person, and we need him to come and back and save us. And that's what his name means. It's a nomen omen, because he's going to come back and save us from this corrupted society that we're living in. All right. Now, let me keep reading. It says, the show's featured cross-dressing performers interacting with kids as young as 3. You see? So they got grown-ass adults, grown-ass men, half naked, right? Looking crazy with all this makeup on, interacting with your child, man. All right. This is how we know America's going to be destroyed. This is not a God-fearing country. All right, it says, and some parents are furious they weren't given a chance to request an opt-out for their children. All right? Salaki, I'm going to let this train go by, but I'm going to get a precept in the meantime. All right, had that go by, but so I want to get this precept to show you again. Like I said, it's a spiritual warfare, and they're doing this purposely to our people. They're pushing this gay agenda purposely, because Esau, the top elite bankers, the so-called Illuminati, they know what the scriptures say, and they know what's right and they know what's wrong. All right, so as you see, they're using New Yorkers' tax money to fund this, because and they're purposely doing it to our children that are as young as 3. And they know why, because listen to what the scriptures say. All right, Sirach or Ecclesiasticus. Now, this is in the Apocrypha. All right. This was in the between, I believe it was Malachi, in the New Testament. They took this section of books out. All right. You got to research this Apocrypha is a part of the actual, when you get the 1611, the Apocrypha is in the King James Bible. So the Apocrypha is in the actual scriptures. And what we're about to read within the Apocrypha is Ecclesiasticus 30 and 3. It says, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. But it said what? He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. Teacheth his son what? The right way, the righteous way. All right, the right path. All right, the laws, statutes, and commandments is what you're supposed to teach your children. That's why I said he that teaches the son, meaning the laws, and to have faith, especially in these times that we're in. All right, to have faith in Yahweh Shai. But it says grieveth the enemy. And Esau knows that if we were to teach our people the right thing, since of youth, all right, then Jake wouldn't be with this system, but they purposely know that, man. I mean, Salakia, they know this. That's why they do stuff like this. What we're reading about here on RT. They know what the scriptures say. They know that if you that they don't want us teaching our children, man. They don't want us teaching our children the laws, man, what the scriptures say. So it's a battle. They're purposely doing this. Because like I said, it said grieveth the enemy. So Esau, he don't want that, man. He don't want a lot of you Jakes fearing the Lord. Esau purposely made this whole society so you're not so you're not fearing the Lord. All right, so it has nothing, there's no faith, everything is all carnal, full of lust. Everything in the society that's like that, it was done purposely by Esau, by the top elites. right? This is a spiritual warfare, and this is a part of how they're fighting us, man. Every time I go on YouTube right now, I'm getting because we're on that month of June, you know. See, this is another thing. See, they're trying to put these titles behind the months. Every single time I watch a video, I keep getting these stinking ads, man, for their agenda. And you know we got children that be on the internet. So every single time I'm on here, man, I'm getting a stinking ad. All right, promoting this, man. And it's vexing. This is why we need to be delivered up out of America. All right. Now, let me go. It says a little bit more in here. Middle and high schools. It says, since January, right, we already read that. The group has received $207,000 from New York State and from the city's Department of Education, Cultural Affairs, Youth, and even Transportation. You see all these, like everything it says, City Departments of Education, Cultural Affairs, the CDC, the FDA. None of these organizations in America are for the people. None of them are for the people. It's all full of lies and deception done by the enemy. All right. So all these, everything that's so-called official in America is actually corrupt and wicked. Just like you see the plots in these movies and the plots in all these TV shows where the higher ups, you know, and all these animes where the higher ups of the government are the actual evil ones. Right, that's what's going on right now. All right, it's right in front of your face. They're not even hiding it anymore, man. But what you have to understand is who they are. See, that's what these people in this world, they don't know who they are. They're Edomites. All right, they're Edomites, which is the majority of these so-called white people. They're Edomites. They go back to a man named Esau. All right, and you gotta read Genesis 29. But anyways, just to finish this article, it says most of this cash came from the discretionary budgets of city council members. All right. And a further $80,000 has been set aside. So, OK, we get it. Look at this. It says Drag Story Hour NYC shows are described by New York public libraries as inclusive, gender-affirming programs. You see, they're trying to brainwash our children. It's a spiritual. Look, let me get the scriptures. All right. Keep saying it, you know. All right. Ephesians 6:12, it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. You see, in the past, in our past lives, because reincarnation is in the scriptures, we were slaves and we were physically wrestling. You know, we were getting our ass whooped. They had us in chains. All right. They were doing all manner of wickedness to us physically. But it says what? But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So that's the fight now. Just like everybody said, oh, the chains aren't on you physically, they're on us mentally. That's what Esau they're doing. All right. This is what we're reading about. We're reading about these top elites, the Illuminati, and what they the spiritual warfare, man. Those are the ones that are putting out these different enchantments against our people. The top elite of the Edomites. It says, but against what? Principalities. All right, let me go into that word. Principalities. It says the beginning, origin, the first place. Let me go into the Strong's definition. So it looks like it's just talking about a rank. It says a commence, a chief, magistrate, power. Because so it's like a power. Is Esau not? They are a power. They're the god of this world. You know, they listen to Satan, and they are the physical power on this world. Is Esau, man. All right, they listen to what the spiritual demon Satan says. So they are the powers that are ruling this world. It says, like I said, against powers. So Esau is the power. The top elites, they are a power, man. And they're our enemy. They know who they are. All right. They know they're Edomites, and they know that we're Israelites, man. So we the ones that actually know who we are, man. We gotta mentally acknowledge this. Just like we know who we are, there's a group of elites out there. They know who they are. All right. And they're putting out these spiritual enchantments against us, man. They're constantly sending out demons, you know. That's what they get these children, and they sacrifice them because they're conjuring up demons, and they push out these demons on people, man. Right. So this is a spiritual warfare. Anytime we see these articles, you know, and anytime, you know, because it's the month of June, you know, you're seeing a whole bunch of, you know, gay shit everywhere. Excuse my language. But you're seeing a whole bunch of that everywhere, you know, but don't let it affect your mind. You know, don't let it, you know, get you upset and get you acting carnal whenever you see these people up close. Because, hey, we're at warfare, man. We're fighting them. You know, they just pushing it out. You know, it is what it is. We know that just means that this society is closer to being destroyed. So if anything, it's a good thing. It's a good thing when it comes to just society going down, man. The more wickedness that increases, that means America's that much closer to being destroyed, right? Hey, so let them keep doing it, man. That means this place is going to be through, right? We're going to see the Lord's going to separate the righteous from the wicked, man. We clearly going to see who's for the Lord and who's not for the Lord. Whoever's not for the Lord, they're going to be wicked, man, and it's going to be shown of their works. So who cares, man? All right, it says against spiritual wickedness in high places. All right, and hey, there's constant spiritual wickedness going on. This place is the most, America's is perverted, man. A very perverted, overly sexualized society. All right, that's why we got to keep our mind focused on what the scriptures say. All right, so we're not losing our mind, man, because this place will make you lose your mind. All right, unless you're rooted in something. You got to be rooted in something. All right, let me get that really fast. Colossians 2:7, it says, rooted and built up in him. All right, talking about Yahushua. Let me read verse 6. It says, as ye have therefore received Hamashiach Yahushua the Lord, so walk ye in him. All right. Receive this understanding, this truth, and this knowledge. All right. That's the love of Yahushua, like the scriptures say in Ephesians, the love of the Lord. Let me just get it really fast. All right. Ephesians 3:19, it says, and to know the love of Hamashiach, which passeth knowledge, that ye might be filled with all the fullness of the Most High. So the love of Yahushua is passing knowledge, and hey, we've been given this knowledge, man, by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua through the Holy Spirit. So we've been given this knowledge, all right, from the Lord, man. It's a blessing to have this knowledge that we have, and then we received the Holy Spirit, man. Now let me go back. What was I in? Colossians 2 and 6, it says, as ye have therefore received Hamashiach Yahushua the Lord, so walk ye in him. Meaning we're supposed to live, all right, we're supposed to try our best to live a righteous life, all right, just like Yahushua did, because Yahushua is a perfect example of how to live, man. And we know what is living about. Hey, man, what you fear the Lord, you know, and it's about how you're dealing with people out here and interacting with everybody, man. And we constantly see different scenarios in the scriptures with how Yahushua dealt with different situations with people, man. You know, the scribes and the Pharisees, and you know, we constantly see how Yahushua was maneuvering out here, man. And we got to try our best to walk like him. All right, it said rooted because, hey, we're living in a much more wicked society. All right, and there's a lot more temptations. There's a lot more enchantments out. All right, especially because you got this Wi-Fi, you know, this technology that ultimately was given to them by the Lord, you know. But hey, as long as you stay focused in these scriptures and believing on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, these enchantments aren't going to do nothing to us. The scriptures say there's no enchantment against Jacob, man. All right, against the elect. But let me read verse 7. It says, Colossians 2:7, rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith, as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. So you going back to the point, you got to be rooted and built up in something in order to fight this spiritual warfare. All right, we have to be rooted and built up in Yahweh Shai. All right, deep roots, man. So if you have a deep root, when the wind blows, man, it's not going to tear us off. You know, we want to constantly strengthen our roots, and we do that by reading these scriptures. Let me go into that word. Let me see. Rooted, right? It says rhizo in the Greek. It says to cause, to strike, root, to strengthen with roots, to render firm, to fix, establish. You see, it said cause a person or thing to be thoroughly grounded. Yeah, see, so that's how we're fighting this fight, man. We got to be thoroughly grounded, have a strong foundation, all right, of this knowledge in our mind, so that these different enchantments and, whenever we see stuff like this, it's not going to get to us mentally, man. We know what's going on out here. We know we're fighting a spiritual warfare. All right, now going back to Ephesians 6, it says, let me see. Right, Ephesians 6, verse 12 again, it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day. And I just broke down what that was, man. This faith and this knowledge that we've been given to by Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. It's love, man. By us having this knowledge, man, it's the Lord showing us love. All right, it's Yahweh Shai give us this is a love, man. You know, like love is an action word. Well, hey, we've been given this knowledge, man, and we got to take hold of this. Like the scriptures say, that which ye have, hold fast till I come. All right, now that which we have is faith. All right, and it's a gift. You know, we didn't just grab faith. You know, the Lord gave it to us, man, and now we got to hold it fast, and we got to hold it tight. So it says that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. So we got to do everything that we can to stand. It says, stand therefore, and it said what, in the evil day. All right, evil meaning time. I believe it's Eve. I believe Eve means time, and ill means bad. All right, but evil means bad time. That's what it means, and we know about a terrible bad time is about to come to America, and it's called Jacob's trouble. All right, and it's going to be where all hell is going to break loose in the streets of America. Every single corner is going to be going through its own section of hell, man. It's going to be hell, a terrible time, a time where everybody's going to be in a low state, going through persecution, man. These elites about to try to usher in the NWO because they see that Yahweh Shai is coming back. They see the chariots. They know that this place is on a timer, man. They know that the Lord's about to come back. They know that the Lord's about to come back. So that's why we know that all hell's about to break loose, because they know that the Lord's about to come back. So they're going to try to usher in the New World Order and prepare to fight against Yahweh Shai. They're going to try to fight the Lord in the chariots over there in the Middle East. So it's about to go down. So we have to put on this whole armor right now. All right, we're girding up for, like you gird up for battle, you gird up for war. And before you gird up for, but you don't just run out to war naked. You put the armor on. You put the knee pads, you put the helmet, the chest plate. So we're putting on all the armor right now, man, so that we can endure all the attacks that we getting right now. We're putting on the armor so that we can endure, man. Endure for right now and the times to come. So Ephesians 6 and 14, it says, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth. All right, it's like the scriptures say. What does it say? guard ye your loins. Damn. The saying is getting away from me right now. It's in Job, you know. I don't got to get it, but, you know, brothers know what I'm talking about. Gird thee now thy loins like a man. All right, I believe that's what it is, man. Gird thee now thy loins like a man. You know, we are men. All right, we got to know, we got to be, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the Lord made us a man, man. And you got to cherish that. But anyways, not to get away from the point. Ephesians 6:14. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth. All right, it says, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. All right, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. I'm just going to keep reading through. It says, and above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. You know, so you see how it's likening all these different, you know, spiritual things to armor and the swords, you know, because this is a power, man. You know, this truth that we've been given, this is a power, man. To have this knowledge that we have, you know, like the Apostle Gabar, you know, always says, hey, this is a low form of a spiritual power, you know. Hey, but really, man, the Lord is about to, soon enough, the Lord is about to give us actual, undeniable spiritual power, man. And it's starting right now within believing this knowledge, man, believing this truth that we've been given in our mind. All right. And this is like they got physical armor. Well, this is our spiritual armor, man. That's why I said, like I said, it said the shield of faith. You know, faith is a shield. All right. It says, you know, so you can deflect attacks with a shield. You block attacks. You know, it says helmet of salvation. All right. Ultimately, still talking about faith, you know, because our salvation is coming through Yahweh Shai, man. We have to have faith in Yahweh Shai. It says in the sword of the Spirit, and we know that these words are the Spirit. All right. And it's a sword because it cuts people, man. It cuts. It's a double-edged sword, like the scriptures say, because it'll cut people, it'll cut other people, and it'll cut you. It says, which is the word of the Most High. Ultimately, because like the scriptures, Yahweh Shai is the word. All right. So it's like, man, a lot of things in these scriptures go back to Yahweh Shai, because ultimately Yahweh Shai he's our protector, man. He's the number one. He's how we're fighting this battle, man, by following his example, you know, walking after him and upholding our faith. So we have to do all of this in order to so that we can keep growing, so that we can be able to combat this wickedness, because these are spiritual attacks. Whenever, you know what I'm saying, hey, you know, they're pushing out demons. So we need to make sure that we're, you know, watching videos, reading and studying this word. All right. So that we can be mentally protected right now, and spiritually and mentally protected, man. And then when all hell breaks loose, the Lord is going to physically protect us. All right. Well, hey, you know, we're being physically protected now, but you know what I'm saying? When that time comes, man, we're going to need it. Spiritual intervention. All right. But not to, you know, I know I got away from the point. You know, the article and everything, but still along the same lines of, man, you know, like I believe I'm entitled the video, man, trusting having to do with this homosexuality, man, put on the whole armor of salvation in order to fight against the wicked, you know, something along the lines of that. But Lord's willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who